Hi, my name is Michelle Singh, and I am a school achievement strategist and CEO of LCT-E Learning Solutions. As an educator of 20 years, I know the challenges teachers face with diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that's precisely why I started LCT-E Learning Solutions. See, the work we do with teachers gives them tools, techniques, and even a framework to confidently and competently meet their students' social, emotional, academic, and cultural needs. We have done this important work with over 30,000 teachers globally, and we want to help you too. That is why we would like to share these quick DE&I tips with you. These quick DE&I tips are based on LCT-E Learning Solutions Equal methodology. The Equal methodology focuses on 5 key areas which address, number 1, school culture and climate, number 2, teacher practices and pedagogy, number 3, student skill set and mindset, number 4, stakeholder relationships and partnerships. Number 5, equitable formative assessments. So, are you ready for your Equal quick DE&I tip? Let's get started. Equal DE&I tip number 1 is evaluate school culture. When we evaluate the school culture, we start with ourselves. This means identifying our strengths, our limitations, or as I call them, our opportunities for growth, and our biases. And yes, we all have biases. Then we give room for those around us, our students, our colleagues, our administrators, and our stakeholders to live their differences in an inclusive learning space. We have to do 3 things. Number 1, recognize our biases. Number 2, check our microaggressions. And number 3, use micro affirmations. Equal DE&I tip number 2 is qualify teacher practices. So how do we qualify teacher practices and pedagogy? We do this by diversifying our content, materials, and curriculum to represent students' cultures, their backgrounds, their unique learning styles, their interests, etc. And we even include those of their ancestors. There's a quote from a study by Susan Ambrose and some other authors, and this quote states that marginalized perspectives are not only validated when students spontaneously bring them up, but they are intentionally and overtly integrated in the content. Equal DE&I tip number 3 is uplift student skill sets. We can uplift students' skill sets and mindsets by providing them opportunities and learning activities for them to learn and practice their executive functioning skills, their future-ready skills, and their socio-emotional skills. When we do this, we can tap into the strengths of our students, especially our students of color, and we can honor how they may learn outside of school. So if our culturally diverse students value community, then incorporating team building options will help them retain knowledge and generate new ideas. Equal tip number 4 is activate stakeholder relationships. Well, what does it mean to activate stakeholder relationships? It means building relationships with parents, families, administrators, our colleagues, our community members, organizations, corporations, etc. And because they also contribute to students' successful outcomes, we want to do this. And we can be strategic with surveys to get to know our students and families better. And we can do this early on. That's just one way. We can also cultivate relationships with community groups and organizations who who may have individuals who can serve as mentors, who can offer internships and apprenticeships. We can even tap into resources from corporations like virtual field trips and guest speakers. And we can implement service learning opportunities. Equal DE&I tip number 5 is leverage equitable assessments. We must leverage equitable assessments. And we do this when we design assessments that allow our students to showcase their learning in diverse ways. We also give them choice and voice in the assessment process. We can certainly utilize technology in the assessment process to make it more equitable. For example, we can embrace digital portfolios, we can implement gamification, we can use video tools, and so much more. So here are 3 questions to consider when it comes to equitable assessments. Number 1, do we provide information for students to improve when they are assessed? This could mean using rubrics or even creating rubrics with our students. Number 2, do our assessments inform our instructional decisions? This means providing options for students to show the mastery of the content, but in a variety of ways. Number 3, do our assessments incentivize students to want to learn? For example, are they authentic? Are students creating authentic products? And are we providing relevant examples? Thank you for listening and watching. We hope you found value in what you learned. So please share broadly. And if you'd like to dive deeper, connect with us at LCT-E Learning.com. Take care. Bye.